to my YouTube channel. My name is Grace, and I have an Instagram called Grace Does Glitter, and here on YouTube I'm going to be doing some makeup today, an everyday makeup, sort of a neutral eye, pink blush, and sort of pinky lips. So I am using my blush basket. That's a set of blushes that I've set aside for myself to use this week, blushes that I've either ignored or blushes that I just want to use more. So yeah, I'm going to start this makeup by doing what I always do, assessing my skin. I need to see what's going on, the level of hydration, if I need to add hydration. I typically start by pushing my eyebrows into place, grooming them down, because I don't do much to my eyebrows. They don't need much, and I don't want to spend much on them, although I do like a good brow wax or brow glue thing. So I'm starting with the e.l.f. what is this called? Power Grip Primer. It's very sticky, as you can see here. This was only my third time using it, and I kept it to the center of my face where I find that my makeup breaks up throughout the day. I think this has been really helpful. It's not very spreadable, this primer, so it looks like I'm really tugging at my skin. I'm not trying to, but I guess it does cause a bit of tugging. So then I'm using the Say Glowy Super Gel, and I think this shade is called Star Glow. This is the lighter of the two shades. It's very sheer. It's not going to distribute any pigment onto your skin. It's just got this like gel texture, and it's not very emollient. I prefer that because I have oilier skin, so it kind of just dries down, but it looks like this really hydrated glow. I'll do a little up close shot for you all. There you go. I feel like my skin looked 100 times better after doing that, although it probably didn't. So when I'm having a bad skin day, I do my freckles first. I kind of prefer to wear less makeup on a bad skin day. I don't know why, just as little as possible because I want my skin to breathe. So I'm doing my freckles first because then I won't put as much makeup around my face because I don't want to cover them up. Let me just stab myself in the eye really quickly with my own fingernail. Then I keep all the freckles kind of closer to my eyes and around my nose. I just find that this is the most flattering for me. I've tried doing them in different places around my face, and this is just what I prefer. And then I put a couple of them on my cheek just so that they don't look so fake, because I want them to look kind of natural if possible. Now I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use this spatula to apply it. It looked like I was cutting my hand, but I'm not, I promise. A friend of mine in Japan, who's living in Japan right now, told me that this spatula technique is very popular in Japan and in Korea. And the idea is that you get the thinnest layer of foundation on your face as possible. And so it doesn't look like you're wearing much to begin with, because you're not. And it's the most even layer possible. Of course, I'm doing this with concealer, so it's not gonna work quite the same, but then you just like pat it out with a brush. I suppose you could use your fingers for this, but I really do like the even and thin application that you get with the spatula. Also, the spatula is very easy to clean, and I feel like it's not getting as much bacteria on my skin. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if that's true, but I like this method. I think I'll continue to use it. And that's what my skin looks like after the concealer. I think this looks pretty good. This concealer, it lasts okay. I mean, a 12-hour day? No. More like 7 hours, and then it starts to break up. Now I'm going to use the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. I only own one powder, this powder, and it works super well for me. It takes away the shine without taking away the glow most of the time, unless you like pack it on. But I'm using this little highlighter brush because I like the more targeted, kind of less coverage look for powder. I just want it to set my concealer, and I want it to take away the shine that I get on my nasal labial folds, because that's where I get a lot of shine. And then I don't really know why I put it on my eyes. Sometimes they get oily. I did prime my eyes before doing the eyeshadow For the eyeshadow today, I used the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette. I've really been enjoying this like pale skin color with some glitter running through it. I don't know why, I just feel like it evens out my eyelids while adding a little bit of shimmer, and it's just a really good shade that I had ignored in this palette for a long time, because typically I don't like these cream colored shades. I think they do nothing, but I'm starting to understand why they are included in the palettes. Like, they actually work really nicely. So I'm gonna take a combination of these light browns, and I'm gonna draw on these like dots on the inner corner and the outer corner, and I guess underneath. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to diffuse those eyeshadows and connect them like a rainbow, because this will give sort of definition, like a halo sort of definition, without, you know, being a solid line across the upper part of the crease. I don't know, I just really like this method. I think it's very flattering on the eyes, and so this is what I've been doing lately, and I thought I would share it with you all. Yeah, so I did that on both eyes. I just thought it would be helpful if you saw both eyes. So like connecting the dots here, literally connecting the dots and diffusing it with the fluffy brush. This is a MAC 217. I actually don't even know if they make this brush anymore, but it's lasted me a long time. Now I'm going to use this lip brush to do my eyeliner, which I know sounds weird, but I really like the edge of this because it's kind of like you can just stamp on a wing, like a little baby wing. See what I mean? And then I'm going to kind of diffuse that with the same eyeshadow brush, because I don't want a harsh wing, I just want a shadow wing. So I'm going to connect the top and the bottom. I like to add a little bit of definition to the outer edges of my eyes. I actually have pretty small eyes, so I like to make them look a little bit bigger with eyeshadow. And then I'm going to use that really shimmery champagne shade just on the center of the lid above the pupil. I find that that really brightens and draws attention to the eyeballs. Mascara was always my least favorite subject in school, but this mascara from Dime Beauty has been really good. Really, I'm very impressed. I know it's supposed to be like a clean mascara. It was sent to me in an Ipsy bag, and I really enjoy it. It's really good. A lot of volume, a lot of definition. Now for the blush, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Bridgerton blush trio, and I think it's called Love Is Something. I'm using the one called Nymphette, which is that middle one right there, and I really thought this was going to be a neutral blush on me, but it ended up being really pinky, and it has this like gold reflect to it. It's super pretty. I don't know why I didn't see it this way before. Like, to me, this was always a neutral blush, even though it's pulling really pink on my skin and whatever. It lasted all day long. I would just say that like the highlighty portion of it really emphasized the texture on my cheeks, and so I think a lot of people wouldn't like that. Oh, and by the way, I got that trio from TJMaxx, because TJMaxx has been doing that. And now I'm using the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I got this in an Influencer box, but I really enjoy it. Yeah, now I'm going to use the Perfect Diary floating lip gloss in Throb. This was something else that was sent to me, and I really liked this. It was really pretty. I've been wearing it the past couple of days. However, I do feel like it dries out my lips over time. That being said, it lasts a while, and I think longer lasting lip products just have a tendency to dry out your lips because, you know, dry equals longevity for whatever reason. Now I'm just putting my hair back into place. I'm still getting used to how I want to style my bangs, so I know it doesn't look quite right, but if you're interested in a hair routine, that is the next video I'm going to do. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!